Hi guys, Heidi here at Creekside, and I just wanted to introduce myself to you because I know that if you're looking for a breeder, that is an incredibly daunting task, and I also know that it requires trust. Sometimes, you're doing these things over email and maybe on the other side of the country, and you haven't had a chance to meet face to face. And I understand that, and so I just wanted to give you as much information as I can and let you know as much as I can about our program to help you in this process. So one of the things that probably makes us very different than a lot of other breeding programs is that we have a program called TLC. That's something that I actually developed, oh gosh, I would say about 20 years ago. And it was my solution to not having a kennel. So people will say, hey, I want to come visit your dogs. I'm like, well, I don't have a bunch of dogs here, and that is definitely by design because I want all of our dogs to be a member of somebody's family. So our dogs live with our friends and family, and they're being spoiled rotten on somebody's couch. They're a member of the family, and that has given us just so much flexibility with working in our program. One of the things that if you have a bunch of dogs living together, the females will tend to go into heat together. Well, that's kind of crazy, right? Because then you end up having a lot of puppies at the same time, or you end up having to pick and choose. And then of course, if you have studs on premise, it can be rather chaotic. So I much prefer this situation. So our TLC families are carefully selected and they work hand in hand with me. And it's been such a wonderful partnership. Basically, when a female comes into heat, they let me know. And then I start doing progesterone testing on them to make sure I know when they're ovulating. And then at the moment that they're ovulating and it's right for breeding, I take care of the breeding. And then mom goes to her TLC home for the rest of the pregnancy, of course, with prenatal instructions and prenatal supplements and all the rest. And then I get the female back about 5 days before they're due. And then we handle the delivery with Animal Clinic Northview. Dr. Robert Hutchinson is my vet, and his staff is absolutely amazing. And then I handle taking care of the mom and the puppies until the puppies go home. So that has just been a win-win. I have loved doing that, and one of the things I really love about that approach is that I can focus on the puppies and the litter. Because I know that my adult dogs are being taken care of. I focus on mom and I focus on those puppies. It can be incredibly exhausting to raise a litter. If you've never done it, I don't really recommend it. It's just exhausting. I am very hands-on. I'm not one of those breeders that's like, oh yeah, mom will take care of it. I've learned over 25 years of doing this that by being hands-on, I can help save puppies, and I can help definitely give the healthiest outcome to that litter. So I lose some sleep, but in the long run, it's worth it. So I'm up every 2 to 3 hours. When they're first born, I'm making sure all the puppies are latched on. I'm making sure everybody's peeing, everybody's pooping. I'm making sure mom is not getting backed up with milk and getting mastitis. So there's a lot that goes into it. And especially the first 1 or 2 weeks are incredibly demanding. And then it does get a little easier. It gets a little messier, but I actually don't mind the mess because it's less stressful as they get older. So that is our approach, and it has worked super, super well, and I'm so grateful to our TLC families. Our families are absolutely amazing. A lot of them have children, or they'll have other pets, or they'll have cats, and so our dogs are just being exposed to family life, right? Which is really what we want. And the wonderful thing about that is once a female is retired from our program, she already has her forever home. So I'm not looking to home anybody or because she's already in the home that she is going to be in forever and has been. So that has been such a blessing. So that is something that sets us apart. And we do, we're able to have a few litters a year. A lot of times people ask, how many litters a year do you have? And that's a tough question to answer because it kind of depends on, how many of females I have that are of breeding age. We like to breed them between about the age of 2 to the age of 5. We don't like to breed past 5 because that's actually considered high risk. So it kind of depends on the year. Some years it'll be as little as 1 or 2, and some years it'll be more like 5 or 6. So it just kind of depends. But yeah, it works really well for us, and we're very proud of doing things the way we do with our TLC home.